Well, congratulations and welcome to finals week. I know we are all excited to be done, to head into the holidays, to head into our extra long winter break. Congratulations, you've worked hard and it's been a long year and a long semester. I have skimmed your designs, they look very cool. I can't wait to look at them in more detail, but I need to give you your instructions for your final assignment for the semester, and that is the timed writing assessment. So, as you may know, the milestone consists of passing the portfolio, which you would do by passing this course, but you also need to finish the timed writing assessment, and you will take that this week during your finals week as your final exam for this course. So, this is just a quick preview of that exam, what to do, what to expect, the instructions, and some strategies. You can click in, as I've just done here, and you can read the instructions. You can preview all the directions. These directions will also be in the quiz once you start it. But I recommend reading them here. You don't have to waste any time reading the instructions because they're already here. You can read them. And what is the assessment going to assess you on? Oh, very simply, it is going to ask you to do something you already know how to do, and that is close read a work of art. So the only difference here between like this and say your essay one, when you close read a work of art, the only difference is you're doing it in a little bit of a shorter amount of word count, and you're doing it in a short amount of time, about 90 minutes. So when you open the quiz, you will see these instructions, and below it, you'll see a painting or a work of art or an advertisement that you haven't seen before, and you'll have 90 minutes to do a close reading of it, observe things, formulate a thesis statement, analyze those things that you observed in the details of the painting, just like you did in your essays, and draw an interpretation at the end. I've even included those guiding questions here that you've probably been looking at every time you write an essay in the course. So you have all the reminders about things about composition and scene and so on that you can use to guide your observations. All right, so these are the instructions. You'll see the work of art appear right down here when you start your time. A couple quick notes about how to do this well. First of all, you only get one attempt at the assessment this week. So make sure you pick an hour and a half of time that is a good chunk of concentration time for you. Sit down with a cup of tea or coffee and be ready to go. Make sure your battery's all fired up or plugged in. Make sure you're set up and ready. You have the entire finals week, your choice of when you do it. It starts Monday morning and ends Friday evening. So it doesn't matter when you take it, just make sure you take it and that you reserve that 90 minutes for yourself to do a good job on it. I would say don't necessarily want to type your answer. You'll get a big old text box below the question and the work of art. But I don't think you should necessarily type your essay in the text box, because we have had cases where students were typing away and their page refreshes and they lose Foxtail. It doesn't auto save your essay. So if it refreshes the page for some reason, you will lose your work. So I would use a Google Doc or something like that, and then copy and paste your essay response in the text box, the time writing text box here in the quiz in Foxtail. Other than that, my strategies would be just remember to do the task at hand as the instructions are written, and do what they're asking you to do. So don't do anything fancy, to keep it simple. Make sure that you write a good thesis statement that makes an interpretive claim about the painting or the work of art and gives the main reasons, the observations you're going to discuss. Make sure that you point to very specific details in the work and be very concrete about the actual things you are analyzing. If you want to review what you're trying to do, if you're just like, I need a refresher, it's already been a couple weeks, or I never felt 100% comfortable about what it should be, I would say go back to video lesson in week 2 when I did the example observation of this painting here. That's a good reminder of what you're doing on the spot as you're trying to, you look at a painting for the first time and you're trying to put together an interpretive series of thoughts as you make some observations and try to synthesize them into some kind of interpretation. I think that this video is a good reminder about the basic response that you're doing just on the fly as you look at a work of art for several minutes and make observations. Don't neglect the two-step process. So when I gave you the first essay, you'll remember the instructions for essay 1. Break it down into the, oops, this is not the right thing. Sorry. Let's go to essay 1 instructions. Here we go. There's 2 steps. Collect the evidence and then write the essay. I would do that same process here, only compressed time frame. Manage your time by taking some maybe 15 to 20 minutes and just look at the work and make the observations using the list of prompt questions or the close reading guide, and sort through those observations. Think about what you want to say before you start writing your essay. So don't neglect the first step, just looking for a while for connections, patterns, and ideas. Other than that, I think that you should trust your instincts, know that you know how to do this, you've made it this far, and that you can't do poorly on this exam unless you may miss something big, right? Like not having a thesis statement, like really just not supporting any of the claims you're making with any evidence from the painting. If you do those basic things, you will be in good shape. So go in with confidence, trust your instincts, and use the guiding questions to do a good close reading, and you'll be good to go. And with that, you are done with the course. I'll just put in one final reminder, one final plug for you to please go to week 14 and fill out the course evaluation. It is very helpful and important for us instructors here at Fox to get evaluations from students to show that we have been we're hard at work in teaching you. So those are valued here, and we need those evaluations from you. Thank you so much. Congratulations once again on finishing up this semester and this course. I'm looking forward to reading your final assessments as well as all the rest of your outstanding assignments I need to grade. And as I sign off here, I'll just say thank you for a great semester and a great course. This is not my first online teaching experience, but it was a good one, right up there with some of my favorite experiences as a teacher. So thank you for your great work, and have a great Christmas break. God bless.